A warm welcome to each one of you for the virtual session of Science Children. I hope you all are doing very well. So let us see what are we going to have in this session. We are going to continue with the chapter Motion and Time, and I hope you all are maintaining your notebook. All the important points should be written in the notebook, children, as you all know. So let us continue. We are going to have some numericals based on distance, speed and time for this chapter. So please put aside heading numericals, that means sum solving based on distance, speed and time. Let us have some sum solving here. So type 1, where you will have a formula for speed is equal to distance upon time. That means distance in unit of length and time in unit of time. So please write down the formula first. Illustration, that means example 1. A car travels a distance of 500 km in 10 hours. What is its speed in kilometer per hour? Very simple. Speed is equal to distance upon time, as you all know. So the distance 500 upon 10 is equal to 50 km per hour. Very simple sum. I hope you all have understood this. So just the application of the formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. I hope you all are writing there. Then illustration 2. The distance between two stations is 540 km. A train takes 3 hours to cover this distance. Calculate the speed of the train in kilometer per hour and meter per second. So here they have given 2 units and you have to do conversion as well. So first of all, speed is equal to distance upon time. So here first one, the distance between the two stations is 540 km and that time given 3 hours. So 540 upon 3, that gives you 180 km per hour. So you got the first answer, 180 km per hour. Now they are asking you to express in meter per second as well. So to convert speed into meter per second, we need to multiply 180 by 1000 upon 3600. Why? Because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, as you all know, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. So that's why you have to multiply by the factor 5 upon 18, because when you reduce 1000 upon 3600 to the simplest ratio, you get 5 upon 18. So you can simply multiply 180 by 5 upon 18. That's why I have shown you the step, why 5 upon 18. Just multiply by 5 upon 18 and mathematical calculation cancel. 18 tens are 180. 5 into 10 gives you 50 meter per second. So very simple calculation here, and you got speed in 2 different units, kilometer per hour and meter per second. I hope this is very clear with you all children. Then we go for type 2, speed and distance formula. Here you will have average speed is equal to total distance travel upon total time taken. So this is type 2 sums where you are dealing with total distance and total time taken, that is average speed. So here illustration 3, Suraj drives first 120 km in 2 hours and next 180 km in next 4 hours. So you have to take into account all this distance and all the time taken. That's why you are talking about total distance and total time. So here this is type 2 sums. So what is his average speed for the entire trip in kilometer per hour? So let us see. First we will take total distance travel. That means 120 plus 180, that gives you 300 km. Total time taken is equal to 2 plus 4, that is 6 hours. So what will be the average speed? That is total distance travel upon total time. That means 300 upon 6, that means 50 km per hour. Very simple. I hope this is very clear children. Please take this down. Then you have illustration 4. A train covered first 120 km at a speed of 20 km an hour and then covered the remaining 180 km at a speed of 45 km an hour. That means it is showing a different speed. So you need to find the average speed of the train. Let us see. First find total distance. That means 120 plus 180, that is 300 km. time taken for the first in the first case, when you say, the time taken will be for first 120 kilometer distance is equal to 120 upon 20. Why? Because first one has taken time. Here you have a train covered first 120 kilometer at a speed of 20 kilometer an hour. That means it is taking 20 kilometer an hour. So you just need to divide 120 by 20, because you know speed is equal to distance upon time. So here the time you are going to take distance upon time. That means you are dividing it the speed by the distance to get time. As you all know the formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. But if you want to find time, then time is equal to speed upon distance. So for the first one, time taken for the first one will be speed upon distance. That speed is 120 and the distance covered is 20 kilometer. That means 120 upon 20. So the first case, it takes 6 hours. Now time taken for the next 180 kilometer. Again the speed, the distance upon the speed. That means the distance covered 180 kilometer with an speed of 45 kilometer per hour. That means again you will apply a formula, time is equal to distance upon speed. So 180 upon 45, that will give you 4 hours. So that is the time taken for the next 180 kilometer to cover. So you have found time in both the cases with two different speed. The first case, when it travels 120 kilometer, the speed was 20 kilometer. So for that you got time 6 hours when you calculate. And next, when it covers 180 kilometer at a speed of 45 kilometer per hour, you got time calculation you did, you got 4 hours. So the total time taken is 6 plus 4, that is 10 hours. What will be the average speed? Apply the formula, total distance travel upon total time. So the time taken, that is 300 upon 10. The 300, that is the total distance, upon time, the total time taken. So you got 300 upon 10 is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. Very simple. Next, illustration 5. A cyclist travel at 10 km per hour for 2 hours and then 13 km per hour for 1 hour. Find his average speed. So distance travel in first 2 hours, how you will get speed into time. That is the formula which you are using. You can modify the formula as the requirement of the numericals, as I told you. The standard formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. And here if you want to find time, find distance, then you are just going to multiply speed into time. So speed 10 km into time 2 hours, that means distance you got 20 km. Similarly, distance travel in next 1 hour, that is 13 km in 1 hour, that means 13 into 1, that will be 13 km. Again you have multiplied speed into time, gives you the distance. Then total distance travel, that is 20 plus 13, that is 33 km, that is the total distance travel. Total time taken 2 plus 1, that is 3 hours. So average speed will be the total distance travel upon total time taken. 33 upon 3 is equal to 11 km per hour. Very simple. You just need to remember how you can change the formula. That is, speed is equal to distance upon time. If you want distance, speed into time. If you want speed, that will be distance upon time. And time is equal to distance upon speed. You just make the subject of the formula and use according to the sums given, children. I hope it is very clear with you all. So now type 3, average speed. When the time travel is the same, the average speed of traveling at two different speeds for the same time span is just the simple average of these two speeds. So when you have the time travel remains the same, the average speed of the traveling at the two different speed and the same time span, then how are you going to calculate? It will be just a simple average of the two speeds. So this you have to keep it in your mind. That is your type 3 sums. So let us see under this head, you have to keep this in your mind, this understanding, and you go ahead with illustration 6. A motorist travel 1 hour at an average speed of 45 km per hour and the next hour at an average speed of 65 km per hour. Then what is his average speed? So here the time remains same. The average speed of both the cases 45 plus 65 divided by 2. That is how you find the average of any two quantities. So you just have to add and divide by 2. That gives you 55 km per hour. That is the average speed of both the cases. The total distance traveled by the motorist in these 2 hours, the total distance travel in this will be 65 km plus 45 km, that is 110 km. And he has taken 2 hours, therefore what will be his average speed? So you just have to use the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. So average speed is equal to total distance, that is 110, upon the total time taken, that is 2. So 110 divided by 2, that is 55 km per hour. So this is the average speed which you have got. Very simple. So you just have to bear some concept in your mind, and please never forget the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. So here we come to an end of the session. I hope the numericals was interesting and it's very simple and clear with you all children. Please do solve all the sums in your notebook, and I hope you all are writing all the important points, and the sum solving should be written in the notebook. Thank you children, and have a great day.